Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I've got tons of stuff all over around me, and I am kind of ready to start. Let me know if anybody's here, if everything is okay. And usually I see somebody by now. And so I'm thinking that everything is not okay. It's been one of those days for me. Hello, Vicky. There's someone. Hello. It has been one of those days for me. Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me, see me? All that good stuff. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I am having some sinus issues. We had a storm go through all night. It was in the night, and it seems to have brought down pollution and all that good stuff. So my sinuses are not doing really well. I've got a terrible headache. Nothing that's serious or nothing like that. It's just it's kind of hard for me to keep a thought in my head. And I'm having a difficult time. So hi, Tilda. Hi, Jennifer. We did have I had a get together yesterday. It was a very small group. So we missed you, Jennifer and Tilda and Kim. Hopefully Kim can come to another one. Missed you guys. We didn't do a whole lot. We did a project share, and we kind of went through some magazines, got some images, got some travel brochures. I am reducing my stuff, so I got rid of some travel brochures. Yay! And Peggy too. So Peggy, we'd love to see you come back to the meet and greets. The next one is scheduled for February. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that with that word. February 16th at 1 p.m. So it's scheduled. I haven't got confirmation yet, but I will do a video as soon as I get that confirmation. So hello, Debbie and Margaret and Sherry. So I don't think we need it anymore. Hi, Missy. Ask Missy if she wants some more. She got most of them. she got most of them. Tina took him some. So anyway, now I'm going to start coughing. I do apologize in advance for being completely. I can't focus. I can't focus. My headache is just enough to be frustrating, and that's kind of stuff. Hello, Franna and Anne. So what I wanted to cover today was doing glue books, any kind of glue books, using things other than magazine images. And I showed this 3-tier book. It's just in signatures because that's how I like to work. It's got the 9 signatures. And I started these pages out. This whole book is going to be without magazine images at all. So I started the pages like this, where I glued down the backgrounds, just like this. And there's not much magazine images in here either. Same kinds of things. Wrappers and packaging, security envelopes, stamped images, scrapbook paper, cupcake wrappers, written letters, maps, menus, book pages, illustrations, wrapping paper, gift bags, the puzzle books, just those kinds of things. I have a list here, but I did a video on it. So I should have, hello, River City and Joey and Crafty Kitty, Marcy. Hello, everyone. I did a video on things that you could use if you are without magazines. So there's a whole list there. It is kind of I think it's a half an hour long because the list is long. And I consider a glue book any kind of structure that you glue paper onto, any kind of paper. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. So I wanted to work in the signatures for this glue book here. Like I said, the backgrounds are all done. I cut the strips. And then sewed 3 of the pages together to make a single signature. And what I'm doing is putting images on the pages now. Okay. Hey, Kathleen. So I haven't gotten very far. I did do all the backgrounds. And here's another one. Here's a photograph, a paper punch frog, and some washi tape. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. It's so nice to see everybody. So I have in these baskets here all around me little bits and pieces of calendar. I've got some book pictures from books, illustrations from books, packaging. Here's the cows. And what I do when I am, and I don't know if I can stream very long because I'm having a difficult time. I do apologize, you guys. I am having a difficult time. And what I do when I'm going to do a page like this, let me just cut all these images off this and get rid of this packaging because it's taking up space that I don't really need it to take up. There is that one and one more right here. Packaging is great for glue books. What I do is I grab, hi, Crafty Reeser, Tammy, Crafty, that seems to be a new name. And what I do is I pick an image. Let's pick an image to put on here. Maybe a book illustration. And I love, that's a nice illustration. I love encyclopedias and dictionaries because they've got some really cool little images. All right, here's a sheep. Here's a sheep. Let me do this single sheep. It is from an encyclopedia, I believe. And so I usually find a single image that I want to use. I'm determined to use this on a page. And I'm just going to kind of fussy cut him, give him a little bit of shape, not too much. And I do want to say I have a share. I finished a glue book. And I haven't done the video yet. I was going to do it today, but wasn't feeling up to it, and I wanted to do it justice, so I didn't do it. All right, so there's a sheep. Now, what do I want to put with it? Here goes my voice. A postage stamp. Maybe a postage stamp. That looks really kind of cool. Let me take the backing off of it. You like what you see? What's your name? Hi, Maria. Peg. Hello, hello. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, usually I can get these stamps off the paper fairly easily. The newer stamps, they've got some kind of newfangled glue. They are harder to get off than the old-fashioned ones. Sometimes I leave the papers on. If there's a great cancellation, I'll leave it on. This one just is kind of white, so I want the postage stamp preparations to show. So I want it off this paper. All right. Okay, there. Got it off the paper. All right. And I think I want that in the background there. My thing with this book here is I'm putting 3 images on each page. So, and I want all the images to be something different. Maybe a little die cut, sandcastle. I do kind of want them to overlap a little bit. So I think I want something just a little bit larger. Maybe a green giant from packaging from a can. I use everything. Hello, Yvonne. Hi, Marielle. What's the question? I'm sorry. Let me go back. Yeah, okay, so now I'm frozen. Oh dear. Let's see if we can get it focused and unfrozen. And it just kind of went back to being weird again, didn't it? So my camera is out of sorts as well. All right. So yes, if there is chat going on, this is what's happened. YouTube has changed the way that they do stuff. And let me just look at some of my other baskets here for a third thing here while I'm talking. YouTube changed stuff about the first of the year or in December, I think. And I used to be able to turn off the chat for the live streams immediately after the chat. And now I have to wait for the processing before I can get to the button to turn off chat. And to process, a stamped image would look really nice here. For the processing, it's taking up to 2 hours to do the processing before I can even get to the button. So I've got things I need to be doing, and I go about my life and sometimes can't get back to turn off chat. So if you see chat, just give me a message. Tell me it's still on. I try to get to it the same day, but sometimes it's the next morning before I get a chance to get to it and turn off chat. So I do apologize. Okay. So that's the story there. They've changed it so I can't just turn it off immediately. Would like to be able to do that, and I don't know why they've changed it. I really like this. This is from a calendar, so I'm thinking about using that too. Actually, that would be pretty good with that. I like the stamped image with the sheep and maybe some store-bought ephemera, a leaf, a cactus. I don't like the cactus. Maybe a bird. He looks a little dangerous there. It's going to peck out the... They're going to take out the sheep. He's too tall for this book. Maybe one of those. I think I need just something small. Maybe a little piece of washi tape. Maybe a key. I like the key. Actually, I like this key. Save that key for another page. I like this key. And so I like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. I am just going to glue it down. Hey, Christoph. Hi, Vicky. I'm just going to glue it down. Let's put the tree. It's a stamped image on a book page. Put the tree down. And then this book picture, a picture from an encyclopedia. We'll glue him down. And then I'm going to put glue on this piece of washi tape so I know it stays. And I'm just going to put it right there. All right, so now I need a third something for the ship because I like the ship too. And what can I find? That's a silhouette from a piece of ATC. It's a little hard to explain. The ATC pad. Size of the book. This is going to be a 3-tier book, so they're 3.5 inches. Each signature is 3.5 inches tall, and it's 4.25 wide. I think I like that, but maybe not on this page. What else can I find? It's a cute little panda on the chopstick wrapper. I feel like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's a bunch of stuff I can use. Wrapping paper. A cigar band might be interesting on the other page. Oh. A lot of gold going on over here. All right, put the ship down. No, I don't like it, but it'll be good on something else. All right. Don't like the cactus or any of these little bits. So let me put them away. Puzzle piece. There's a little tag from a toy I found on the ground. It's got a cute little panda on it. Maybe a playing card. A queen or a jack. An ace. Kind of like the ace. There's a whole lot going on the page. So maybe I just put an ace in that corner. I think I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And that's all I do, is I just keep going until I find 3 things. That's this. I don't know why I decided 3 things. I think it has to do with my logical nonsense. I only put 3 images on each of those pages, and I liked the way it turned out. So 3 seems to be the magic number for me for this, for a lot of different things. Let me put the playing card down. And then the ship. So I'm not doing really well with the thinking part of it, and I was actually thinking that I would put together just a junk journal style thing, just so I can just glue stuff down and not think, oh, the bonefish would have been cool on that page. Oh well, it'll be for something else then, won't it? I need to get all my little bits all situated so I can find all my little bits. When I'm looking for something, I can find them. I've just got so many different types of things that I'm having a hard time finding just a little bit. So that is 3 things on each of those pages. The fish under the ship. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the way it is. This is the way it went. Anyway, so that's what I am doing with this book. It's just continuing on and adding more stuff to the pages that are already here. So I haven't used any store-bought ephemera yet. So maybe he looks pretty good on the page. So let me see what else I can find. Maybe this cigar band and one more something. I have some calendar pages that I colored in. Maps, menu. This is a paper cup I need to take the stuff off of. Here is a flower bag. It's got a knight on it, which is a great image. No, the pages, I'm still working on those pages. These are the pages for the Serendipity book. And I haven't gotten very far on it. So this one's a completely different one. This one is number, I think I had the number somewhere. This is number 8, non-magazines. Non-magazine images. I've got stickers. I could put a sticker on there. Here is, this came from a cigar box. It was a little advertisement thing inside the box, and I liked the little building there. So he's actually on both sides, so I could probably pull this apart and use both of them somewhere. Because like I just don't have enough images, so let's make sure that I can use both sides of everything, right? That's me being horrible. And this is the reason I have so much stuff, is because I cannot bear to let go of anything. So now I've torn it apart. So now I've got 2 of them. Okay, so and I don't really want the name of it, so I'm just going to kind of rip around it a little bit. And so I've got this little building that might be kind of cool here. But I think I need something just a little bit bigger. What else do we have? Oh, well, we've got a bird, so we really don't need a card. This is a greeting card that I liked the dogs on, so I was going to cut that apart for those. Yeah, you can find a lot of images. Here's more cows. I like this butter, so I always save the cows. Here is a kitty cat from the food bag. You can see the line, the crease of the bag right there. And I don't really want that with the bird. Maybe an elephant. Seems like it needs to be a little bit bigger. Tickets, a bigger elephant. No, I might have to put that in the altered book that I was doing. I've decided no lions in that book, so I'm looking for more elephants. So I'm going to scurry that away and put it in the other book. Oh, here's an apple from a bottle label. But I think I want them to overlap just a little bit more. Here are some images that I printed out. I put a bunch of the tickets that I had on the scanner bed, and then scanned it, so now I can print them out. And they're not quite as thick as a regular ticket would be. It's just on regular paper. So I can use those any way that I would like to. And I've also printed out some of my family photos. This one I printed on a book page. So she's got some words in front of her. Here's some on regular paper. Another one on a book page. Hi, Lynn. So the list is long. If you do not have magazines, there are so many other things that you can use for gluing into glue books. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know if I like that a ton. I don't like it. I will find something though. Maybe it's the cigar band that I don't like. Here's some more. That's a printout of a picture. Let's see here. What other pictures do I have? I don't. And I don't have these organized correctly. I've got things everywhere. I've got things where they don't need to be. I need something here. What else do I have in here? Valentine. I don't really want to cut that though, and I don't like the squareness of it. Another bird. Don't think I like the other bird. Maybe a stamped image that's big enough. I just did a stamped image. So I'm thinking maybe a sticker. I have two ephemeras, so I don't want that on there. See, I've got ephemera everywhere. Huh. Here's a dinosaur. A dinosaur sticker. That's just funny. That is just too funny. Let me see if I can trim off some of the white. So he's not got a terrible white border all the way around him. On brown paper, I think that would distract my eyes. Fussy cutting a sticker, guys. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Craziness. I kind of like it though. I think I like that little bit of white on that cigar band. So I'm just going to rip it off. I'm just going to rip it off. Hi, Rosalie, Susan. Hello, anybody that's come in. I'm sorry. I am going to just tear the edges of this just a little bit because I think the straight edges are distracting me. And I love these little bits of ephemera, but they're on cardstock, so they're a little bit bulky for me. So I like to try to take off a layer of paper like that. And that way it's easier to glue down. So it's just easier. Why do I like the dinosaur and the bird together? Am I a crazy person? Why do I like that? I think that that's going to be it. Is he melting into the background? All right. So I'm just going to glue it down. Not overthinking it today since my brain's really not thinking anyway. And let's take the backing off the sticker. It'll stick so much better without that. I am going to put just a tad bit of glue on him, because you never know if those stickers have a good glue on them or not. And I'm going to put him down on the bottom, right there. The dinosaur's flirting. The dinosaur is flirting with the bird. So you don't have to have magazine images. There's so many other things that you can use. Regular photographs. This is a shiny. You can see the shine on it. It is just a regular photograph. It's a photograph I took in Paris of the statue, the model statue, and the Eiffel Tower in the background. That is not lightning. It was a hair in my camera. It was, one of those, it wasn't a digital camera, it was a film camera, and there was a hair in it. All my pictures had that little, it was very distracting when I got them back and noticed that all my pictures had a line in them. I was very upset. But anyway, so it's easy to use a background like this and then just add stuff to it. Just add stuff to it. That's another regular photograph. You can see she's shiny. She's shiny. She's on photographic paper. She's from my collection of about 25, 30 years ago, when I was using a regular camera and you had to develop all your pictures to see if anything turned out or not. So I had photo albums and photo albums of these pictures, and I don't have room for all that nonsense anymore. So I have been, instead of trying to keep everything, I have been tearing my photo albums apart and I'm going to use the bits in this kind of thing. All right, so was there something else that I wanted to use? Did I come across something else that was interesting to me? Here's some fish from a menu. Sorry, guys. I'm sneezing like crazy now. My nose is running. My head is killing me. So thank you, Christoph. And the way I add movement, that's what Christoph said, that I can add movement to compositions, even the tiny ones. And I'm going to cough now. Give me a second. Sorry. So one way that I make your eye move around the page, even in small, very simple things like this, it helps to overlap things, to put things over things instead of this one is they're kind of separated. They're not really interacting very well. But they're kind of looking at each other. That's how they're interacting. But that's the trick, is getting things to overlap a little bit, makes them interact with each other and makes your eyes go to everything on the page. So that's just one of those little things that you can do to help make your collages, your glue book pages look a little bit better. There's another sticker. What do I have in here? Book pages. Sorry. There's a book cover. I liked that image from a book cover, so I took the whole cover off of it. Another book cover. It's too big for this. Some calendar pages in here. Another book cover. I like the inside. It had fish. I'll use that on something. I will definitely use that on something. Calendar pages. That was a piece of book. Isn't he cute? I already have her on there. Maybe scrapbook paper images, newspaper images. Here is a pheasant. Let's see what it looks like on the page. Let's give it a little bit of shape. So thank you everyone for stopping by, spending some time with me. I do apologize. I'm just not feeling very well and I'm very distracted and it's hard for me to focus on what I'm trying to do here because my head is just got a bit of a headache going on. Just enough to distract me. So I kind of like it. Let's see. I kind of like it. Here is a chance card from a Monopoly game because I like the little guy. And of course, I just want the image, so I'm just going to cut him out. And it is a card, so he's got way too much thickness to him. Way too much thickness to him, so I'm going to separate that card. A little bit, but it kind of needs to be a little bit more thin. See if I can get some more of that off. And if this doesn't work, you can always take a little bit of a sandpaper or sand block and just get a little bit of that paper off. I'm determined here just to get a little bit more of it off. There we go. All right. So there he is. I think it'd be funny if he were climbing up the pheasant, and then I just need one more something. Maybe a sticker. Where's my stickers? I've got a bunch of stickers in here. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh. Some calendar pages, some images from calendars. You see, I've got stuff everywhere. I need to make it a little bit smaller so I can see it, is what I need to do. Because I've got too much stuff going on. I can't see everything. Oh, well, kitty cat. I need to use that. I need to use that. Wrapping paper. That sun would be cool. He needs to be on the side, though. It's too big for this page. Maybe a little bit of Joss paper. No. Thought stickers were in here. Maybe a stamped image. I think I want a sticker. Hi, Megs. Paper kitty. Hello, anybody that's come in and I didn't see you come in. I really do appreciate everyone stopping by and spending some time with me. Oh, here's my stickers. Oh, and a little bit of napkin. Here's my photographs, a little bit of napkin. See, I've got too many bits and pieces everywhere. I've got too much stuff. Put a napkin behind the newspaper pheasant, and then the Monopoly man running. Running. So what do we think? Something like that? Why doesn't it want to focus? There it goes. I'm going to go for it. I am feeling not too fussy today. Surprise, surprise. And I'm just going to do it and deal with it later if I don't like it. So let me put the glue on this napkin bit. Let me change the page so I don't get glue all over it. Okay, so you guys like it? Like it well enough. All right, so we're putting it down. Napkins are very fragile when you put glue on them. Sometimes it's easier just to put glue on the page and then actually let me tear off the bottom part of that and put it up here. They get really fragile. You get them a little bit of moisture on them and they just rip to shreds. So you have to be very, very careful. It's almost easier just to put a little bit of glue on the page you want to put it on, and then lay the napkin on top of it and let the glue dry that doesn't have napkin on it. I do it both ways, and I've dealt with napkins enough that I can put glue on them without tearing them usually. Doesn't happen every single time, but sometimes I do tear them. And I didn't get glue on its little legs there. And then get some glue on Mr. Monopoly guy. What is his name? What is his name? Hi, Deb. Denise. All right. So it goes pretty fast when you've got the background all there and you're just putting images on top. It really does go fast. And I do have to consolidate stuff and figure out what I've got here, and because I don't want 3 of the same things on each page. I want 3 different somethings, a calendar, game piece, newspaper, napkin. I want everything to be different. Actually, there's 2 newspaper bits on here on the same 2-page spread, so I've already made the mistake. Already made the mistake. All right. I'm so sorry, you guys. I am feeling completely lousy. Completely. I can't concentrate. I'm having a difficult time. I want to sneeze again. So I'm gonna cut it short today. I do apologize. I know a lot of you wait for this day to come around. I'm just not feeling it today. I'm way too distracted. So, Uncle Pennybags is the Monopoly man. Oh, that is fabulous. So I do apologize, you guys. I am feeling horrible. I'm going to cut it short. I do want to give you a sneak preview of the video that I'm hoping to get done tomorrow. I finished a project, so I want to show you all. Let me put this stuff away so I can find it again someday. And I really did want to spend some time with you guys, but it's just not happening for me. All right, are you ready? Drum roll, please. This is a non-traditional glue book. I made structures and I glued paper to the structures. Okay. Non-traditional. This is the Postage Stamp glue book. It's just a little thing. It is almost 4 inches tall and 3 3/4 inches wide, and it has, the spine is about 1 1/4 inches. It has 3 signatures in it. The signatures were made from, let me find a page where you can actually see them. The signatures, the pages were made from old stamp envelopes. These are the envelopes that a lot of the stamps came in. I got a really good deal about 15 years ago. I was in a stamp store and I saw a shoebox full of envelopes, and the envelopes had stamps in them, and I got them for $2 or $3. The whole shoebox full of things. So they all had, there was a bunch of envelopes in this shoebox full of these old stamps. So I glued the envelopes shut. I did make signatures from 5 envelopes, and then each page is a different country. And I tried to stick to the old stamps. I've got a bunch of the newer ones. So each page is a different country. Some of the pages I was getting a little low on, some new countries, so they only have a few stamps on them. Some are a lot more full than others. But I had a good time, and it is completely finished. There are 62 different countries in here, and I'll give you, I'll do a big flip through in a video. Here's Egypt. So for the cover, I got a larger one of the envelopes, and they were all, distressed. What's the word? Not weathered. They were yellowed. So I put a piece of cardboard in the envelope. I glued the envelope shut, and I made the cover with another envelope. And then I didn't have enough for a single country on the cover, so there's a bunch of different stamps on the covers. This, I understand, is a Cinderella stamp. I'd never heard of it before. I only had one. So that's on the cover. These are the spine. And these are some on the back cover. These are countries that I only had 1 or 2 stamps for. So I thought putting a bunch of different countries on the cover would be more interesting. So anyway, I don't know. It's what I've heard that's what the collectors call it, a Cinderella stamp. I'm not sure exactly what country it's for. I was looking for something and a picture of this one came up and I noticed that I had one. I don't know. So this is a glue book. It is the Postage stamp glue book. All I did was take envelopes for the pages and glued stamps, which are pieces of paper, to the envelope pages. That's all it is. Glued paper to a structure. It's the Postage stamp glue book. I can't remember what number this is, but anyway. So I wanted to show it all to you before I post it. I haven't even taken pictures of it for Instagram or anything. And I hadn't shown anybody this book while I was making it. This is a whole sneak preview. I've got a couple little sneaky books that I'm working on that I haven't shown yet. So thank you. I do really enjoy this book. So I do apologize for not being able to stay my entire time. Here's United States and Norway. And I will be back on Tuesday. I don't remember what the topic will be. I really, really, really need to work on my my sketchbook project, the tiny sketchbook. I really need to work on that. So I may put Glue Book aside for Tuesday and see if I can figure out some stuff. The page that I did for the sketchbook, remember this, you guys? I had put this together to cut apart for pages. I had set this out. The puzzle pages and some of the book pages have turned yellow in the light like newspaper would. Look how yellow those are. This is the way it originally looked. And this is the yellowed. So I don't know if I can use this for what I thought I was going to. I have to rethink the whole thing. And so I'm rethinking. I think maybe I did dismantle a project, a book, and I'm thinking that maybe I'll use the painted papers for the pages, or I'm going to use book pages and make kind of a junk journal. But I can't, I wanted to work on this tonight, and my brain won't let me think about it. It won't let me figure it out. So anyway, so I may be working on this on Tuesday. So anyway, it didn't take very long for those papers from the Dollar Tree to go yellow, because it wasn't that long ago that I did this, and they were perfectly white when I did it. So just keep that in mind. You know, sometimes those maze books for the kids, sometimes they're not the best things to use. I did not realize that the dot-to-dot books, the maze books, would go that yellow. Look how yellow they are. In fact, you can see that one right there, that maze. There's a white spot to it. That's where an image was sitting and didn't get any sunlight. So you can see how yellowed it got. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I know it's the acid. Thanks, everyone, for spending time with me. I apologize for cutting it short. Thanks for all your thumbs up. Thanks for all your comments. I'm hoping to get you're working on your sketchbook project. Fabulous. I am hoping to get they are like newsprint. I did not know. I did not know. They felt like really good paper. So I don't want to send a book with that. I don't know. So I have to rethink the whole thing. But anyway, thank you all for spending time with me. And I will see you on Tuesday. We'll work on something. We'll be doing something. Hi, Sharon. Thank you, guys. It's just, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just, I just can't function. I just can't function. So thank you all for watching the recording. And I will be back on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Wish me luck that the storms are gone and all this sinus nonsense is gone, so I can actually do something. Thanks for all your thumbs up. You guys are fabulous. I really do appreciate it. I really do. So I will see you on Tuesday. Thanks, everyone.